Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Greetings from IISJ reporters. Hope you all are doing well and good even in these difficult times. So, this Teachers' Day, we asked a few of our students and our ex-students a few questions about their teachers, and here's what they had to say.
The only thing that I wanted to tell my teachers, and I sort of got close to it during the graduation day, but it still wasn't in the right words. What I wanted to say is that I sincerely appreciate their effort and all the care and love that they put into every single student to ensure that all of them reach their maximum potential.
Hello everyone, this is Dawood Arif, IISJ 2012 batch. So the question is, what is that one thing you always wanted to tell your teachers but you never did? So back then as a student, we tend to take our teachers for granted and we don't thank them enough for the hard work that they have been doing for us. So if there's one thing that I would really want to tell them is, I would really in fact want to go individually to all the teachers that I have been associated with at IISJ and express my gratitude towards them, thank them for being there, because whatever I am as a person today in life or in the times to come, it's nothing but bits and pieces of the hard work and effort of all the teachers that I have been with. I might not be a student in that teacher's class, but even a slight association with that teacher, maybe during the PTRs or maybe in the laboratory or maybe during school fest, everything has contributed immensely to what I am today. And trust me, I would like to take this opportunity to tell them that they have done a lot for me and I really value that, and I would really want to thank you all. And here's me wishing you all happy Teachers' Day for this year and for the years to come.
One thing I wish I could have told my teachers is probably this, that ma'am, you changing my place or my friend's place is not going to make us sit quiet in the class. Instead, it's just going to help us to make more friends and talk even more.
My first question was there anything that I always want to tell my teachers that I never couldn't? Yes, I always felt that I never thanked my teachers enough. I never got to appreciate them enough. So I take this opportunity to really thank you guys and for molding me into such a person that I am today, and that's it.
Assalamu alaikum. I really wanted to thank and express my gratitude to all of my teachers, especially my grade 6th English teacher, Mrs. Fawzia ma'am, who is unfortunately not with us today. May Allah grant her the highest place in Jannah. Being an Arabic student up to grade 5th who struggled a lot, I didn't even know the ABCs of English grammar or couldn't even frame a sentence properly. She guided me throughout my junior classes, and I can say that she was basically the framework of my success. And I request all of you out there to go out, reach out and meet your teachers and say thank you to them, because every teacher that you came across in your life has played a key role in making you what you are today.
The one thing I always wanted to tell my teachers is how grateful I am to have such influential people in my life. I feel we students don't often express our gratitude for our teachers.
The one thing I always wanted to tell my teachers were, I love you. Yes, seriously, like we see teachers as close to our parents, but we never had the courage to tell this on their face. Like we found it always awkward and things, and I found the same, like I never confronted this in front of my teachers. So yeah, this is one thing I always wanted to tell them, and how grateful I am for them for everything.
What is the one thing that I couldn't tell teachers that I wish I could tell now? I think it would be that growing up back in Saudi and all of that, it wasn't really you never really walked up to a teacher and told them that you really love the way they teach, or we think that you're a great teacher. But that would be all that I have to tell right now, that almost all of the teachers I've had, they've been brilliant teachers, and every single class, every single step of the way, you're the reason that you're what made me who I am, right? And I'm grateful for that 100%.
I love them, and I love how they care for each and every one of us. I know they can be strict sometimes, but there is a reason behind their strictness.
The one thing I always wanted to tell my teachers is how much I love them and appreciate their efforts. When you're especially in grade 10 and 12, you can see how much extra work they take up with extra classes or tuitions just so that they can help us get a better grade, which will eventually help us in our future. They don't need to do all this, they don't need to take extra work, but they do it because they think of us as their own kids and they know how difficult life is ahead. I really appreciate their efforts, and I really hope in the future we can get an opportunity to help them in any way we can, because they deserve so much more.
What is that one thing which I always wanted to tell my teachers, but I could not? That is, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to all my teachers who have molded me to what I am today. Thank you so much.
One thing you always wanted to tell your teachers but never did. I think it applies to everyone when I say we've all wanted to say thank you. A simple thank you for taking great interest in teaching us and helping us achieve our target scores throughout the year. So on behalf of everyone, thank you.
Different teachers along different walks of life have shaped me and groomed me into what I am today. Like they say, empowered women empower others. I have personally seen my teachers work under pressure in crunch situations, yet make the most wise decisions. Being assertive about oneself is definitely one of the many qualities that I'm carrying forward from my teachers.
I'm not going to name anyone for obvious reasons, but I took a lot of things from my teachers growing up, especially in school, and empathy for one. I learned from a couple of teachers from how sweet they were even in adverse situations, that it's important to be sweet, and that's the way that I dealt with it taught me how to be in life, and that's where I am right now, just because of the way I grew up. And there were a lot of teachers where I learned, just how to be better in terms of learning and where to focus and all of that. It's mostly down to the teachers back in school, and it all comes back to that. So that's always there.
Yeah, I definitely would say, because the teacher's personality, the strictness and the scoldings definitely got to me to a large extent and made me the person I am today. The level of motivation that I'm on, the level of confidence that I'm on, everything somehow or the other because of my teachers. So I definitely say yes, my teacher's personality did play a huge role for me in my development and for my upbringing.
My first teacher from kindergarten, and I believe this is the case for most of them. I was so influenced by her personality that I decided to travel with her and refused to travel with my parents during the summer vacation. I was blessed enough to get an amazing, loving and considerate teacher in the kindergarten, and that's how I was influenced by her personality.
Three teachers come to mind whenever anyone asks me about teachers' personalities or teachers' influence on you. The first one is my 12th grade class teacher, Nasira ma'am. She taught me assertiveness, how to say no, how to stand up for yourself, and I don't think anyone else could have taught that better to me. The next teacher is Shahnaz ma'am, and she taught me about the value of hard work, about how hard work can get you to where you actually want, and that was life-changing. And the third teacher who has taught me something, even though they were not my actual teacher, is Naufal sir, and he taught me discipline. To see the man embody discipline everywhere he'd go, he'd be so strict and reinforcing about it, and it made you think, what if I want to be like that? I want to be as disciplined, and I picked the habit of discipline from him, and it just affected my personality that way.
I have learned a lot from my teachers, but there are two things that I could recall right now. Two of my favorite teachers, Hari sir and Guru sir. Fortunately, both of them are math teachers. Hari sir used to tell us to work up to our potential. Know your limits. Do things up to your limits. You don't have to invest more than what you can do. And just by doing that, you can literally do well in anything in your life. The second thing I remember, once Guru sir told me just before board exams that Maaz, start being selfish. I was confused. I asked him why. Then he was like, prioritize your life. Do things that matter to you more in your life, and do things that has a high leverage in your life. And to be honest, every teacher has inspired me one way or the other, but these are the 2 points I could recall right now. So I wanted to share these two with you.
Yes, Mr. Maryada sir. Like whenever I got he haven't taught me in any class. Like I was a commerce student and he was a teacher at science stream. But whenever I was bored of financial accounting and business, all those money matters, I would just randomly go to his physics class, and he never asked me to get out of from his class. Like he was fine with me sitting in his class listening to his lectures. And why I wanted to do it, even though I never understood anything from science, the way he teaches the students was very interesting, very good to see, and he is very humble and hardworking, and he is like so dedicated. Like even if it's like 3 a.m. he's ready to solve a doubt of a student. So that's the personality that I want to acquire, always available for the people who needs you.
Something I've learned from Maryada sir was how he was always punctual and on time to everything he went, be it the events in auditorium or to classes. He was always on time. He was a very sophisticated person. Actually, one time what happened was I was late to class one time, and he scolded me. And after that day, I had never been late to any class, and perhaps that was a big effect that I had on me. He told me that day that your marks and everything comes later. What comes first is your discipline and the amount of commitment you have towards a particular thing. And after that, I've always been on time to every class. So that had a little bit of an effect on me.
Definitely the atmosphere created by the teachers in the class, it's just amazing how they managed to make the class so fun, with humor and with their antics and other things, whatever. They managed to make the class much more interesting, and I just love that, because I mean, you need to have a little of everything, a little of studying and a little of humor, a little of fun. Everything should be there, and the atmosphere provided by the teachers is by far, in my opinion, the one thing that tempts me to be in the classes.
The quality will be how she keeps the class engaging by giving us real life examples, and when she explains something very complicated in the most simplest way. But some teachers penalize for not attending the class, so that counts.
We rarely skip classes, probably because we had the opportunity to be absolute goofs, not in corridors, but right there in class while studying. We could make inviting graffiti for our professors, for our faculty. We could write our poems and read them out. We could sing our raps. We could present our ideas in our daily assemblies. All of those were absolutely acceptable things. And I think that made class simply interesting.
Qualities of a teacher that make me not want to miss a class would be when they take those extra efforts to ensure that we understand a concept really well. You can basically see the love and passion they have for the subject on their faces and how they want to share it with us. Now it's like I don't want to score well for myself, but for the teacher, because now I just owe it to them.
This is a good one, because there are many great teachers in IISJ, and many have great qualities which make them unique in their teaching style. But in general, I would say that it's a good mixture of strictness, friendliness, and fluency of lessons.
When a teacher is able to engage the classroom by asking questions or starting up conversations about the topic that we are studying, I feel that is one of the best qualities of any teacher, and every single class I was able to witness this.
When a teacher has passion for what they teach and make us fall in love with the subject the same way they did, I think that's when you really want to sit in a teacher's class. It's what really makes the subject interesting.
What is that quality in the teacher which tempts me not to miss their classes? Of course, teaching style is an important thing. But apart from that, I really don't want to miss the classes of those teachers who are very friendly with me.
Gift that I can give to my teachers on Teachers' Day? Well, apart from lots of duas, I owe a fiduciary responsibility towards my teachers. So even for the minutest of assistance, I would be glad to be of help. I will strive to fulfill my social responsibility whenever required. On that note, wishing you all a happy Teachers' Day.
What is the best gift you can give your teacher for Teachers' Day? Now, I've always very strongly maintained that teachers are your second parents, and everyone agrees with this. It's a universal statement, and the only thing your parents would want from you is your success. So teachers don't want anything from you. They're not your bullies. They don't want to harass you. All a teacher wants is for you to score good marks. So the best gift you can give to your teachers on this Teachers' Day is to work hard. Work hard, and whenever your exams come up, score your best. Because I remember the day after my board exams, I went to the school and I met my teachers, and they were so happy. They were all beyond words. They were like, I've never seen them so happy. And the reason was our marks, and you can do the same thing. Score well. Nothing else will make your teachers happier than you becoming the best versions of yourselves. That's all from my side. Assalamu alaikum. Happy Teachers' Day to all of you.
The best thing to do for a teacher on their Teachers' Day is they don't expect anything from us. All they do is we flourish, we do the best we can in our lives. So our thing should be that we keep them in our prayers. We try to remember them as much as we can, keep connected with them, try to be in contact with them as often as we can. And according to me, that's the best gift we can give them. Be connected, pray for them, pray for their good health, pray for their long life. That's it.
A day off. Definitely a day off. A day off from running class to not even waste a minute of the period. A day off from the hassle of the school. A day off from solving petty, silly issues of the students. Thank you and happy Teachers' Day.
To be honest, there's nothing worthy enough that could be given as a present to our teachers for their hard work. Dear teachers, may the Almighty reward you for all your efforts. A big thank you to all my beloved teachers. Happy Teachers' Day.
The best gift I could give to the teachers for the Teachers' Day is a complete day off of their busy teaching schedule and a good result.
So, for this Teachers' Day, the best gift any of us could give a teacher, any of us could give any of our teachers, is a place in our heart and the memories we shared in our soul to be cherished forever. To never forget them. To stay in touch with them. To never let them forget us either. To keep on informing them about all those little good things that happen in our life, to all of our successes, informing them of it. That, believe me, just like our parents do, induce so much, enormous amounts of joy in them. That's what makes them teachers. They find happiness just by knowing that we are living a better life. When they know that the child they molded has become a better being. That is what makes their profession and themselves much greater than anybody else. So happy Teachers' Day to all those teachers out there doing their best every day, wishing only the best for us, as if they were our own parents, as if we are their own children. Thank you for burning so bright and consuming yourself, for letting us find our own path in the darkness. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
What is the best gift you can give them on this day? Well, being the son of a former language teacher, I would say there's one thing teachers love the most. That would be seeing their students, seeing their children succeed and bloom in front of their eyes. So just one thing we can give them, that would be our success and triumph in our life.
So I've been asked who my favorite teachers were and what was the impact in my life. So there are two people worth mentioning over here. One is Mr. Chanjuguru. He was the guru of mathematics. Just like every other student out there, even I've had problems in mathematics. But from basics to simple and short answers, he taught us everything at the best possible, easiest way. And I think that is an impressive skill, because He changed my whole perspective. He changed my whole perspective of mathematics being hard to being easy. The next person that I would like to talk about is Mr. Naufal sir. Now, apart from just simply being a subject teacher, he introduced us to a lot of academic strategies, which I think were very impressive. And I wish that all the other teachers out there would adopt a similar strategy like this, like a unique scheme for each subject, so that they can help the students to absorb the textbooks like a sponge. Now, he was more than as a teacher, he was like a parent to us, like he was one among us. And for me personally, he was like a mentor, and he was truly an inspiration for me. And I think nobody can reach up to his level of confidence and that enthusiasm that he had.
Who's my favorite teacher? Well, I'd like to take a page out of my teacher's books and see, whenever we ask our teachers who's their favorite student, they'd always say, all my students are the same to me and I love them all. So, on that note, all my teachers are the same to me.
Who is my favorite teacher and why? There are a few in the list. One of my favorite teachers is Mrs. Rafia. Rafia ma'am has taught me accountancy in class 11th and 12th. She is a very friendly teacher and she used to motivate me in everything what I did in school. And she never gets tired of me asking the same doubts again and again, and she used to always clear that.
Who is your most favorite teacher and why? This is a bit of a hard question, but I would say my favorite teacher is Guru sir. He is an amazing teacher with a unique way of teaching, and above that, he is an exceptionally amazing human being who uses his free time to nurture and upbring his students, to elevate them to become better individuals. But to choose a teacher who hasn't really taught me, I would say my favorite teacher is Naufal sir. He is an endless reservoir of virtue, morality and righteousness. He has taught me a lot of things in life. He has taught me that it's important to never give up, to always do the right thing no matter what, and to never lose hope. So I would say, yeah, these two are my favorite teachers.
Favorite teacher has to be my class teacher, UKG, Mrs. Shama Mirza. I am the way I am today just because of her. I wasn't a confident child when I first started out, and she would give me all those small words which I had to do, which made me really come out of my shell, and I'm really grateful for that.
I've always been blessed with an amazing set of teachers at IISJ. But these 5 women from the 9 to 12 block for me are absolutely difficult to forget. Shameen ma'am, Pamela ma'am, Uruj ma'am, Ashraf ma'am, and of course Nishat ma'am. They taught us with so much passion that it would be a crime to ever miss their class. They taught me how to be humble, patient, loving, and never ever get scared of the hustle. I would like to take the moment to thank them and all my lovely teachers at IISJ. Thanks to you, today I am who I am. Sending much love and happy Teachers' Day to all of you.
Hi, thank you for inspiring us and making our time at IISJ very memorable.
Thank you for never giving up on us.
Thank you for believing in us through and through.
Thank you for making us who we are today.
Thank you for creating an impact on us.
Thank you for helping us shape our life from LKG to grade 12.
Thank you for instilling that curiosity inside of us.
Thank you for making 14 years of our school life the best. Thank you for everything. On behalf of the whole team, happy Teachers' Day.
And on the behalf of IISJ, we IISJ reporters would like to wish you a Happy Teachers' Day.
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 And Happy Teachers' Day.
Happy Teachers' Day.
Happy Teachers' Day.
Happy Teachers' Day.
Happy Teachers' Day, everyone.
Happy Teachers' Day.
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 And Happy Teachers' Day.
Happy Teachers' Day to all of you.
Happy Teachers' Day.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying out its seem to be alive.